All right, hey everybody, Derek Decatur here, Decatur Performance and Fitness, and I am at home, probably like most of you. And one of the biggest things that we've been talking about this last week, as everything in Washington State has been getting shut down, is designing and creating and programming at-home workouts. So I thought I'd shoot this video. It's going to be 6 parts on everything that you need to know to create your own workout program while you're stuck at home. All right, part 1 will be taking inventory of what you have at your house, what you have access to. Part 2 is going to be taking those things that you have and deciding what exercises can you do, okay? Can you do safely? Part 3 is going to be taking those exercises and putting them essentially into buckets. Is this a lower body exercise? Is this an upper body exercise? Is this the core exercise, okay? Step 4 is going to be determining how you want to structure your workout program, your weekly workout program. Are you gonna do 2 workouts a week that are full body? Are you going to do 3 workouts a week that are full body? Are you gonna do an upper and a lower split? Are you gonna do some metabolic work in there, okay? And we're gonna talk about those things. Step 5 is going to be, now that you kind of have what you're gonna do from a weekly standpoint, we're just gonna drag and drop. We're gonna have a list of all the exercises that you can do with what you have access to, and we're gonna drag them into those separate days that we've created in terms of your workout structure, okay? And then step 6, and the last step, is just going to be to determine how many sets and reps that we are gonna be doing throughout the week and throughout those programs, all right? So step 1, let's take inventory. I never work out at home, so I'm doing this for the first time with you, okay? Let's look around the house and start to talk about this thing. All right, so we're in the kitchen. We've got an island here. I'm just thinking up the top of my head, we can do push-ups on the island, right? We've got the bench here. I'm thinking push-ups. I'm thinking squats to the bench. I'm thinking single leg squats to the bench, possibly some rear foot elevated or Bulgarian split squats. We've got a hardwood floor. Okay, great for body or for core work. If you got socks on, body saws, mountain climbers, things like that. As we go into the living room, we've got stairs, single leg squats on the stairs, push-ups on the stairs, lunges, obviously from a body weight standpoint, anywhere. We've got TRX, okay, that gives us tons of options. I know downstairs, I've got a kettlebell and some dumbbells, so I'm gonna add that to my list. Outside, we are lucky enough or unlucky enough when it snows to have this nice big, very steep hill as a driveway. Okay, I'm thinking I can do some hill sprints on there. I can include hill sprints into a metabolic workout with some body weight work. That's kind of all I can think of at the top of my head right now. But that is how I want you to take inventory. That's where this all starts, is what do you have access to, all right? So stay tuned, because in step 2, we're going to talk about taking everything that you have access to after you've taken this inventory and start to think about the exercises that you could possibly do, exercises that you're safe to do, obviously. And then again, we will go through steps 3, steps 4, steps 5, and steps 6. All right, so we have taken inventory of what we have access to. Now, we just start to brain dump what we could do with what we have access to, all right? So here's just a quick example I just put together in 5 minutes. On the kitchen island, I can do push-ups, I can do supported squats, I could do tricep extensions. On Jackson's toy bench, I can squat to the box, I can do single leg squats. I could put one foot up on it and do an RFE or a Bulgarian split squat. I could do a push-up, I could do 90-90 breathing drills, I could do step-ups on there, step-downs on there. I could lay on my back, put my feet on it, and do hamstring bridges on there. On the hardwood floor, body saws, mountain climbers, pikes, tucks, fallouts, slide lunge variations just in my socks. On the stairs, step ups, step downs, incline push-ups, lateral step ups. On the TRX you can do a little bit of everything. So get creative with what you know, or YouTube TRX exercises if you need ideas, okay? But squats, rows, bicep curls, tricep extensions, core exercises, single leg work, hamstring curls, push-ups, flies, reverse flies, lunge variations, shoulders. TRX is super versatile. If you don't have one, I'd probably get one, especially right now. Okay, on the couch, 90-90 crunches, breathing drills, incline push-ups again, supported squats, holding on to the couch and doing squats that way, supported lunge variations. With the kettlebell, can get a little bit more creative. Swings, kettlebell swings, can do goblet squats, deadlift variations. Obviously, anything weighted now is what we're going to use that kettlebell for. So all of our body weight work that we can use the kettlebell with, lunges, bench press, shoulder press, bent over rows, bicep curls, tricep work, and go overhead tricep extensions, single arm snatches, right? Kettlebell cleans, Turkish get-ups, if you know these things, of course. With the dumbbell, deadlifts, goblet squats, lunge variations, bench press, bent over row, arms, weighted pull-ups. Putting it between your legs for the pull-ups if you have a pull-up bar. Single leg RDLs, kind of the same ideas with those kettlebells. Again, a lot of these will mesh and mold into each other, but I'm just trying to give you ideas, okay? On that hill outside that I can do hill sprints on there. That would be kind of my go-to to use that hill. Just on the street, sprints, and obviously going for walks and things like that, especially between workouts. But I thought I'd throw that in there. What does that say? There we go. Body weight exercises. I have all the normal ones, okay? So all the ones you can think of, your lunges, your squats, your push-ups, your burpees, your bridges, your definitely all of your warm-up exercises, your bird dogs, your dead bugs, your planks, elbow taps, all of those pieces can go in there as well. Did I miss any? All of your mobility drills, a lot of your metabolic drills can also be put into there. I have leg extensions in there, even just sitting on something and doing leg extensions for isolation work, okay? If you have resistance bands, which I forgot to mention in the inventory because I don't have any, but you can do arms, right? Bicep curls, tricep extensions. You can do lateral raises. We can do presses. We can stand on it and do RDLs or deadlifts. We can stand on it and do bent over rows. We can put it behind a door and do rows. We can hook it up to a pull-up bar and do assisted pull-ups. We can do pull downs. We can do straight arm pull downs. We can stand on it and do squat to presses. Resisted push-ups, putting it around your back and doing push-ups. TKEs is a quad dominant exercise, okay? Some VMO stuff in there. If you have a pull-up bar, which we don't, but I thought I'd throw it in there. Obviously pull-ups, assisted pull-ups, but you can also put the band on there if you have it and do pull downs, okay? Single arm pull downs. You can do face pulls with it. You can do straight arm pull downs. You can do triceps, which I don't even have on there. Let's put that on there. Resistance band, let's put it here, yeah. Triceps. Tricep pull downs. If you have like ankle weights, leg abductions, okay, leg raises, lying on your stomach and doing hamstring curls, doing leg extensions, putting them on your arms to do shoulder exercises if you don't have kettlebells, if you don't have dumbbells, okay? And then those loop bands, if you're at the gym, those green bands, right? You can do all of your hip work with that. Put it above your knees, put it at your ankles. You can do lateral walks. You can do bridging variations. There's tons of things you can do with those bands. And I would suggest looking at Coach Matt's video for a bunch of the band exercises, okay? So this is part 2. We have now taken inventory of what we have in part 1. In part 2, it's just brain dump of anything and everything that you could exercises that you could do with what you have access to or what you can get access to, okay? In step 3, we'll start to categorize these so that we can actually map out the plan. All right, so part 3 of creating your own at-home workouts. Part 1, we took inventory. Part 2, we started to just come up with all the exercises we could do. Now we're just going to kind of categorize those so that it makes the workout program a whole lot easier to create for you. All right. So all I've done here is just showing you how you take those exercises from your exercises that you can do and start to just kind of categorize them. Okay. So obviously we've got legs, we've got upper body push and pull, we've got arms, we've got shoulders, we've got core exercises, and then we've got kind of metabolic combo exercises. What I don't have on here that we can also add is like, mobility and warm-up exercises as well, because you will want to add those in. But then within those, you can just kind of add in whatever exercises that you created. So squats, lunges, slide lunges, hamstring curls. Again, I don't want to go through them all. Get creative with what you can do and just start to put those into buckets in terms of what body part they are working, okay? After you have all these into buckets, it's going to make making your program, your at-home program, just 10 times easier, because it's literally going to be drag and drop once we kind of have your framework, which we will talk about next. All right, now that we've got the exercises into buckets, it's time to put them into an actual workout that works for you. So the first thing you'll need to do is kind of decide how many days a week are you going to work out and how you like to structure that. So just these are examples. You got a 2-day workout. In a 2-day workout, I would recommend that each of those days is a full body, right? On a 3-day workout, you could go the 2-day workout and just repeat day A, for instance, and then the following week do 2-day Bs instead, or you could have 3 separate days depending on what you have access to and how many exercises you can do. You could go a 4-day upper lower split that we have here, where you've got Monday lower body, Tuesday upper body, Wednesday could be some metabolic or aerobic work or recovery, and then repeat that Thursday, Friday, Saturday with Sunday off. Or you might be the person who just wants 2 or 3 or 4 just full body quick workouts that leave you gasping for air. Those would be your full body combos, and some of your ladders are the easiest ones that require very little equipment. Okay, so let's go back up here. The 2-day splits, the 2-day workouts. The easiest way to structure your workout so that we hit everything is right here. You've got squats, pushes, and core. You got single leg pulls and core. You got your metabolic finisher, and then of course you've got recovery. Okay. Day B, you're going to do the other exercises, your deadlift variations that you would again get from your leg day that you have created. You've got your pulling, your vertical pulls, your core. You've got your lunge variations. You've got your pushing, your core, and your metabolic finisher. Okay, same idea with the 3-day. You're just going to get more variety in what you do. In those 3 days, sometimes the easiest way, especially when you're at home and there's not a ton of variation that you might be able to have, is just go lower body, upper body, core, and then repeat that lower body, upper body, core. And then you're just taking that exercise list that you have, and you're just going to plug those things into those lower body, upper body, or core buckets. On the 4-day upper lower split, again, no different. You're going to take exercises from those lower body and upper body buckets, and you're going to plug them in. The only change into this is that I typically like to do a compound exercise, 2 compound exercises, and maybe 2 or 3 accessory exercises with the core, okay? So compound exercise are your big exercises, your squats, your deadlifts, your lunges, your push-ups, your pulls, your rows, and things like that. So you can see here Monday, squats, lunges, hamstring curls, a glute banded routine, and some core. On Tuesday for upper body, chest, right? Whatever that is for you. Is that all you have is push-ups? Cool. Do you have dumbbells for bench press? Awesome. Do you have TRX for push-ups? You could put those in there. Okay, back. Is that a dumbbell row? Is that a TRX row? Any of those exercises that you have access to. And then maybe your shoulders are accessory and arms are your accessory number 2 with some core work. And then you're just going to repeat that process for Tuesday or for Thursday and Friday. For these full body kind of quick get everything in workouts, the one that I will be doing and I will shoot a video of is hill sprints. Maybe do about 6 to 8 of those, depending on the hill and your endurance. But you could do some metabolic work. That could be bike sprints, right? That could be Peloton. That could be body weight metabolic work. And then you can go and hit some strength. So 2 to 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps of one of everything. So legs, pushing and pulling for the upper body, and core work, okay? And then you can repeat that 1, 2 times, maybe 3 times, depending on your fitness level. And then ladders would be the last one. If you just have access to a kettlebell, possibly, these would be a great way to go. The swing and the squat ladder is unbelievable. any ladder, you're gonna do 1 rep of each exercise, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then you're gonna start back over. So if you do 5 rounds of that, you're gonna get 50 reps of each exercise, okay? The other one is the kettlebell press and pull-up ladder, okay? So you've taken inventory. You have put those into all the exercises you can do. You've taken those exercises into what they could actually break down to be in terms of body parts. And now we're going to put those exercises into your workout program. All right. Now in step 6, we're just going to briefly talk about kind of how many reps you should be doing based off of your fitness level, how many rounds you should be doing based off of your fitness level. And then we're going to wrap this thing up. All right, that pretty much wraps up the at-home program design, okay? So the last thing to touch on is just how much of all this should you be doing. And just in general, the number 1 rule is to listen to your body, all right? The key here is that you can do this for a very long time. So choose exercises, 1, that you're comfortable doing and that your joints don't take a beating on. And then 2, just see how you're recovering. But in general, most of the at-home exercises that we're able to do are usually typically going to be lower in weight than what we might be able to do in a gym setting. And because it's a little bit lower in weight, we typically need to bump up the reps, okay? So in general, as a general rule, I would suggest somewhere in that 12 to 15 rep range, depending on the exercises and your current level of strength, okay? If you have the weights to go a little bit heavier, that's perfectly fine. And if you prefer to go a little bit lighter and do more reps, 15 to 20 reps, that's perfectly fine too. The purpose of these at-home workouts, the purpose of creating this for yourself is that you have some structure and some exercises that you can go to and that you can just stay active during this time when we're all stuck at home, okay? So somewhere in that 12 to 15 rep range would probably be ideal with your 2 to 3 sets on those strength exercises, unless of course you're doing one of those full body, those quick workouts, the interval workouts we'll call them, okay, your ladders and your combo exercises. And I should also mention that if you need more ideas on the interval workouts or those combo exercises or those ladders, we do have an entire interval training guide, free PDF download that you can get over on the DecaturFitness.com website as well. And that will break down all sorts of different kinds of intervals, how to split them up. There's beginner, intermediate, and advanced intervals that are all in there. And most of them can be done at home as well. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini 6-part impromptu series on how to create your own at-home workout. If you have any questions, please shoot us a Facebook message, DM us, shoot us an email, whatever it may be. We'd love to help. Also stay tuned because a lot of these exercises that I've gone through, we're gonna be shooting technique videos to show you how to do those as well to help kind of support you as you create your own at-home workout because, well, we've got the time. All right, so hope you enjoyed this. Create that program and you're gonna be set for the next month at least. All right, good luck.